Years ago, I was given some very good advice using AutoCAD. Never draw the same thing twice. Copy, move, rotate, and or mirror. So I'm going to show you how to apply that same principle to Revit piping. But before I get into that, I want to touch on snaps a bit, because they are critically important. Now, I use snaps, but I turn all of the automatics off, because what I found happens sometimes is Revit will snap to something that I had no intention of snapping to, and I wind up with a mess. The other one is the points snap, SX. Very helpful because it connects the connection nodes of pipes and fittings. All right, let's get on with this. So now I've taken this layout, copied it down here out of the way. Now I have to disassociate the pipe from this chiller system. And to do that, we're going to use the system browser, and that's found under Views, right here. Okay, so if you don't know what it is, you just click on it, and find it's chilled water return number 2. While we're at it, let's find out what this one is. Chilled water supply number 1. Okay. So let's go up here and find chilled water return number 2 right there. And we'll delete that. And then chilled water supply number 1 right there. And now I've copied these up into close proximity of where I'm going to be working. Now we're going to align them to the chiller. Now I use detail lines a lot. This one is aligned to the center node of the fittings. This one is a copy down here from the center node of that to the center node of that. And I'll show you why that's important here. So let's align this pipe, starting out with, and you see we've lost our exact copy here. That's the reason for this. We're going to mirror that. Now we'll align the center node of this riser to that. Now we got our exact copy. Now we're going to hook it up to the chiller. So we got to come over here. Might be helpful if we back this off just a bit so we can see what's going on here. We'll pick the node of that, the center line pipe of that. Now we're going to connect it, and here I'm going to use SX. Bingo, we're connected. And that's all there is to it, repeat and rinse. Now you'll notice also that I'm using Victaulic fittings. The reason being, they've got the largest bend radius. If they fit, anything will fit. So stay tuned for part 2. So this is part 2. Victaulic has quite a lot of useful resources here. And this is for Revit. And I've downloaded these, and then got to download the lookup tables down to a separate directory, extract the zip files, and then pick through and find the ones you want to use and put them in your Revit directories. Now what I did is I made a subdirectory under pipe fittings. Under pipe, and placed the fittings that I thought I might want to use in my drawing. And then the lookup tables were in another subdirectory for Victaulic. And there's quite a lot of them. And you'll probably have to go through and hunt and pick to find out exactly what they're used for. This link covered most of the pipe fittings. There were some things, especially reducers, some flanged rings and stuff that weren't included in here. You want to make sure that what you're selecting is going to be used or can be used in your particular application, because some of them are for fire protection only. And the same holds true with the valves. You need to make sure the valves can be used in your particular application. And they do a nice job of giving you valves. This is a gear-operated butterfly valve. Anyway, hope you all find that helpful.